Hey everyone, today I have a total body HIIT workout for you that is going to take you just over 25 minutes to complete. No equipment is needed, it's all bodyweight exercises, and it's broken up into 3 different circuits. In each circuit, you're going to use an interval structure of 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. When you complete all exercises, you rest for 30 seconds before starting the circuit from the top. You're going to go through each circuit 3 times. The first circuit is total body, and it's 4 exercises. The next circuit will focus on lower body. It's only 3 exercises. And the final circuit will be more core, upper body. And again, that one is just 3 exercises as well. If you're following along with my week of workout schedule, this is really the only one where jumping is required. I will show low impact versions, but it is designed with jumping in mind. So if you want to keep it low impact, I might suggest you find a different total body workout to do today, and I've linked to a bunch of options below. As with all workouts, you want to make sure you're properly warmed up beforehand and always listen to your body, modifying or stopping as needed. Like I mentioned, before each circuit, I'm going to give you a preview of the exercises, and during that preview, I will also demonstrate modifications. If you're new to my channel, I don't play music in the background because I want you to be able to listen to whatever you like. So if you don't have a playlist or a podcast or a TV show queued up, you might want to get that going. And with all that said, let's get to a preview of the first circuit. All right, this first circuit is total body. We're going to start with Sumo Squat Hops. So you have a nice wide stance here. Toes are angled out, knees track in line with those middle to pinky toes. Find your low squat position, and from here it's a little hop. So my feet are not coming too far off the floor. I am not straightening my legs out all the way. Your torso can be a little more upright than it would be in a traditional squat because we have this outturned wide stance with the legs. You have 15 seconds to rest. Next up, surfer get up. So we start in kind of a staggered low squat position. This is one of my favorite exercises. You've probably noticed if you've done a few of my videos. It's like the bottom half of a burpee. So hands come to the floor, lower yourself with control down to the ground, and then press off the floor. When you land in that low squat, other foot is in front. So it really is like you're hopping up on a surfboard to catch a wave. Not that I know anything about surfing, but... Now, if these are too intense or you're feeling a lot of pressure in your low back, just jump to a plank. Don't lower your chest all the way to the ground. Or you can always just give me a push-up at the bottom. Rest. All right, now we're going to come to lay on our stomach in a prone position. Arms are going to hover behind us. Legs are going to be wide and out-turned. So I want you to spiral the thighs outward. And then from here, like a star, arms and legs go to the side, and then you squeeze them in towards your midline. So we have some extension here through the thoracic and cervical spine. We're protecting that lumbar spine by engaging the abdominal wall. So you're not pushing your stomach into the floor. You're engaged and active. So when you squeeze your legs together, you should really feel those glutes working. That external rotation we have with the legs is going to help with that. And rest. All right, last exercise in the circuit, it's a squat jack to a plank jack. The key to this one is when you transfer from the squat to the plank, your feet are wide, okay? So hands come to the floor, jump to a wide plank, and then jack in and out. And then when you jump forward, you land in a wide squat and then jack in and out. Whoop, almost messed it up there. Okay, now you have 30 seconds to rest. You are done with your first time through the circuit. We'll go through it twice more. Of the 3 circuits, this one is probably the nicest just because it is total body, so we're kind of divvying up the work among our muscle groups. The second and third circuit, the intensity, in my opinion, is a little higher. All right, Sumo Squat Hops coming up next, and that certainly is not to say that this one is easy. Get low, little hop, little hop. If this gets to be too much, I want you to modify by mixing in some pulses there. So maybe you do a pulse and a hop, and then if the hop is just too much, just pulse it out for me. Rest, shake it out. Surfer get-ups are next. You have that kind of staggered stance. Hands come to the floor, lower the chest down with control, press back up. So that upward movement is explosive, and I don't want you to lose your connection to your abdominals, so I would recommend exhaling as you start to push off the ground. Really think of pushing the floor away as your chest lifts up and you spring up into that low squat. And rest. All right, make your way down to the floor. We're in that prone position. Arms extend behind you, palms face in towards each other. So you're broad across the collarbones. Make sure your shoulders aren't rolling forward. Now spiral the thighs outward slightly, okay? So your toes are angled out to the sides, to the corner of the room. Everything extends out wide like a star, and then squeeze things in towards your midline. So your gaze should kind of be at the end of your mat, that back edge of your mat. And rest. Plank jack, squat jack, coming up. Remember, when you jump back to the plank, keep your feet wide. When you jump to the squat, keep your feet wide. If it's not flowing and happening, it's probably because you're trying to jump with your feet narrow. Final few seconds. All right, 30 seconds to recover. We're going to go through those 4 exercises one more time, and then you'll be done with your longest circuit. All right, let's start to get ready for that Sumo Squat Hop. Depending on how tight or open you are through your hips, the stance might not be super wide. Do a little check. If your knees are dumping to the inside of your big toe, you just need to decrease the angle of your feet, all right? It's most important that your knees are going in the same direction as those middle to pinky toes. Rest. All right, check that exercise off the list. Surfer get-ups coming up next. Hands to the floor to lower yourself down, chest taps to the ground, and then spring back up. Again, make this exercise your own if it's too much, if it's not working for you. Maybe you just give me a normal push-up or maybe even a push-up with your knees down at the bottom of this instead of bringing your chest all the way to the floor. Woo, okay, 15 seconds to rest. Make your way to the floor. Arms extend behind you. Thigh bones spiral outward slightly. Arms and legs extend out like a star. Squeeze everything in towards your midline. So no, this isn't a ton of jumping around. Might not be the sweatiest of the exercises, but it is so challenging when done correctly. So again, we're lifted with the upper body, but you're not craning your neck, so gaze towards that back edge of your mat. And as you squeeze those heels together, you should really feel your glutes talking to you. And rest. All right, final exercise in this circuit, plank jack to squat jack. Start with your feet wide. Wide plank in and out, wide squat in and out. Keep that going. Final 30 seconds in this first circuit. You got it. Try to find a rhythm and keep up with it. As the 30 seconds goes on and we get a little more tired, it's very tempting to slow down, but this is your last little push in this circuit, so let's maintain our tempo here. And done. You have 60 seconds to recover while I show you our next 3 exercises. Second circuit is lower body focused. This is a toughie. We just have 3 exercises though. First one, we start in a low squat. You pulse, then you hop, then you jump. So pulse up a couple inches, down, hop, and then big jump. When you do the hop, your feet barely come off the floor. When you do the squat jump, I want it to be explosive, and I want you to think about getting as high as you can. Drive those feet through the floor, pushing the ground away, get some air. So think about the movement just getting gradually bigger. Pulse, hop, big jump. Shake it out, 15 seconds. So up next, we have a side lunge hop and then a slide. The key to this one is to not rush the slide. So start in a side lunge position, doesn't matter which side. The leg that's straight will drive up when you hop off the other leg and then land back down in that same side lunge position before shifting your weight over to the other side. So think explosive hop and then control it as you transition. And rest. All right, third and final exercise is another squat jack variation. It's going to be a squat jack to a star jump.
So you do a jack, and then when your feet are in narrow, then you jump up, arms and legs extend out to the sides in a star shape. So get big, take up space, and then land low. One jack, get big. Woo, 30 seconds to rest. Okay, we got to go through that twice more. Catch your breath. So we are going to start building that squat jump coming up next. We'll pulse, we'll hop, and then we'll jump. Let's go, 30 seconds on the clock. I want you to make every single jump your best yet, okay? You're getting as high as you can. Drive off the floor. Squeeze through the glutes. Fifteen seconds to rest. Side lunge hop, and then you slide it over to the other side coming up. Start in a side lunge position, knee drive, hop, slide over. Again, control that transition. When you slide over, you're staying low in that lunge. Now, balance is definitely a factor here. It can be tough to hop off that one single leg. If you notice a lot of wobbling in your knee, it's just not feeling good, then take out the hop, just do the knee drive. "15 seconds to rest. So one squat jack. Start with your feet wide, jack them in narrow, and then go into your star jump. Get big. Ooh, I'm slowing down. We got under 10 seconds to go, though. You got this. Saved by the beeps. 30 seconds to recover. We got to go through that just one more time. Squat, pulse, squat, hop, squat, jump coming up. Let's go. Last time you're going to see these exercises. If this one is getting to be too much, maybe you eliminate the jump and just alternate between a pulse and a hop. And if that's still too much, maybe you just give me a regular air squat down and up. Rest. Shake out those legs, going into that side lunge. So your arms are going to help you with this one, especially on the balance aspect. So notice my arms are moving in opposition. As one knee drives up, my opposite arm is coming forward. Find that coordination and that rhythm and kind of stay in it right to the end. You got just about 10 seconds to go. And rest. Okay, one more round of that squat jack to the star jump. This one is so challenging. I know it can feel a little silly doing it, but that's okay. I can't see you. You're past the halfway point. You got this. Oh, I'm struggling. Last few seconds. Try to get in 1 or 2 more reps. You got this. And done. 60 seconds to recover. I'm going to show you our final 3 exercises. This final circuit will be core and upper body focused. We're going to start with mountain climbers. In this version of mountain climbers, you're going to do 4 straight and then 4 crossbody. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then opposite knee, opposite elbow 4 times, and just alternate like that. If you would rather do one or the other, go for it. Do what works best for your body. Otherwise, 4 and 4. Keep it quick. "15 seconds to rest." So next up are rolling crunches. So laying on your side, kind of the side of your butt cheek, not directly on the hip, you'll do a V up. You'll roll to center. When you roll to center, bend the knees in for a sit-up crunch, and then roll to the other side, V up other side. So as you roll through these, your goal is to not rest your legs on the floor. To modify these, though, I would just do a regular bicycle crunch. "15 seconds to rest." Third exercise is a crab kick with a tricep dip. So fingers point forward, palms planted on the ground. You are broad across the collarbone, so open up across the chest. Lift your hips up off the floor, and you're going to kick one leg, 1 foot off the floor at a time. As you're doing this, you are bending the elbow, so it's little mini tricep dips as you kick left, right, left, right. Shake it out. You have 30 seconds to recover. So we will go through those 3 exercises twice more to finish up this workout. We're going to start at the top with those mountain climbers. 4 straight, 4 crossbody, opposite knee, opposite elbow. Let's go. Now your neck is long, so let's make sure you're not drooping your head and let it hang heavy. So your gaze is a little in front of the fingers at kind of that back edge of the mat. It is not at your feet. And rest. Rolling crunches coming up next. Come onto your side body. You use that bottom arm for support when you do the side V up. It's going to be easier if you keep your elbow on the floor, and then it'll be a little harder if you just have your fingertips lightly on the ground. So use that bottom arm as little or as much as needed. and rest. Tricep dips with those crab kicks coming up. Remember, starting position, you need to be really open across your chest. Lift your hips off the floor and then kick one foot at a time up as you do those little tricep dips. Now, if these get to be too much, your first option, just slow it down so that you're not jumping the feet. When you're doing it quickly like I am, there's a split second where both feet are off the floor. Instead, you would slow it down and march. "30 seconds to recover. Just one more time through this circuit, and then you are done with this workout." Give those wrists a little roll out, and then make your way into a plank position. Long neutral spine and mountain climbers. 4 straight forward, 4 cross. If you need to slow down the pace a little bit, absolutely go for it. Try to stay in the plank the whole time though. You have under 10 seconds to go. Rest. 2 exercises to go. You got this. So in total, that's a minute of work. 30 seconds of rolling crunches coming up next. Start on your side. Bottom arm is extended out for support. Exhale on the contraction as you crunch up. Roll to center and then roll to the other side. Under 10 seconds to go. And rest. Final exercise coming up. Crab kicks with that tricep dip, fingers point forward. If the kicks are getting to be too much, you could also keep your bum on the ground and just do the little tricep dips from there. Otherwise, kick, kick, switch those feet. You got it. Find a rhythm, then try to hang on to it. Under 10 seconds, you got this. And done. Awesome job.
Hope you enjoyed that workout. If you did, you know the drill. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I post new workouts here every Monday, but this week I'm posting a new workout daily, so be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss one. I'll see you tomorrow.